Welcome to Live, life-inspired views for every day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. I will be doing some traveling soon, and I want to write ahead and record my podcasts. But guess what? That means I have to nudge the nudge. I always wait for the universe to nudge me sometime during the week with an inspiring thought that I want to explore and connect to a message for the podcast. So to force the nudge might not naturally work. So I decided to sit down and just start writing. I love to write. And when I sit down to write my podcast, I find it a complete joy. Every night I do a 7-minute workout. It's an app on my phone. I usually put something on the TV while I do it because I hate to exercise. Tonight, during my workout, I took advantage of a free Apple Plus episode of Shrinking, starring Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. They are both therapists in the series. I became engrossed in the episode and didn't want it to end. I'm tempted to start an Apple Plus subscription just to watch it. Guess why I was so engrossed in that show? It's because I love counseling people. Those therapists in the show were my people. They were passionate about the same role that I am, and everything in the show had a profound interest to me because it made sense and made me work on connecting the dots. My dad was a pastor, and one of his best gifts was his ability to effectively counsel people. He left a profoundly positive imprint on so many lives as he listened and helped them with his beautiful art. Every time I leave a counseling session with someone, I feel exuberant and feel like I am walking in my dad's stride. The exuberance is a reflection of knowing my purpose. It's the same kind of feeling when I finish writing a piece for this podcast. Even if I didn't share it with you, I would feel just as good because it is a reflection of purpose to me. I recently finished a book by David Brooks called The Second Mountain. It is wonderful for any age. However, the second mountain refers to the second half of life. For those of you who are not there yet, I assure you, it can be wonderful. It is for me. Now, after all these years of trying to figure out who we are, what we should be doing, it suddenly makes sense and you lose your worry of so many things that held you back from trying, becoming, and learning things. During my doctoral program, I had the text, How People Learn, for 2 classes. I will never forget the moment of enlightenment that came to me while reading chapter 2. In that chapter, the author described the difference between a novice and an expert. The novice has to go down a mental checklist when figuring out life or doing things in their careers, but the expert or elder can give the essence in a simple and clear way. Don't worry, I'm going to land this plane yet, so hang in there with me. Well, our grandson Arva is 2 years old. His mom and dad, our son Andrew and his partner Lily, are just wonderful parents, exposing him to so many things. They are always pointing out things for him to notice, asking clarifying questions, allowing him to make decisions, something they started practicing nearly from his birth. It dawned on me that all this exposure builds layers of unconscious learning as those memories collect in a secret place within our brains until they finally start making magical connections that explode with familiarity to things as they present themselves throughout life. That layered knowledge just grows and grows until you reach the second part of life, the second mountain, and suddenly life makes more sense than ever before. It's like the connections of knowledge to understanding relaxes, simplifies, and seeps deeply into our being, and we seem to calmly understand the essence of life. An Occam's razor experience. That's for you, Brother Pete. So, landing this plane, I guess I want to leave you with the thought that life can be wildly wonderful as you grow older. I'm packing it in now as hard as I can because I know in not too long my life can change quickly because of age. Maybe not, but maybe. And I want to milk the moments while I can. So I hopefully always reflect with joy and delight at whatever mental or physical stage I grow into. Life is scary, but it can still be filled with learning, connecting, growing old, and wise if we choose. Even when conditions become rough and even catastrophic, we never have to give up on becoming. Wow, I did it. I just sat down and started to write, and it was so exciting. This week, write this question on your bathroom mirror. What is one thing I do that absolutely gives me a sense of purpose? If you're not sure, draw 2 mountains. Join me next Monday for Live, Life-Inspired Views for Every Day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.